Hello, everyone. Welcome to a pre recorded live. I'm going to do a short little live on the Savannah Soto and Matthew guerra case update, and I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about a new case that we're going to come back and do. We should be back next week. I want to say Friday. I was supposed to go live last Thursday, but I ended up having to work, so I got super busy. So I was like, you know what? I'm a little free tonight. Let me do a little pre-recording. So this is a pre-recorded live, so I can't see any comments or anything, but we're going to talk about an update in the Savannah Soto case. If you don't know who Savannah Soto is, please go back to my previous first live where we talk about who Savannah Soto is and what had happened to Savannah Soto. If you're in my Discord, I'll be posting the affidavits because I know there's a lot of new people who don't know who Savannah Soto is and what happened to her boyfriend Matthew guerra, and their unborn baby Fabian. Now, as of yesterday, which was Friday the 4th, Christopher Preciado, the DA was taking into the consideration of the death penalty for Christopher Preciado. Now, if you don't know, Christopher Preciado is charged with capital murder for Savannah Soto and Matthew guerra and their unborn baby Fabian. Now, the DA was going back and forth whether Christopher Preciado should be given the death penalty, and sadly, yesterday they came up with a decision and they said that they are not giving Christopher Preciado the death penalty. I do have the flyer from the DA. I'm going to put it on my Discord. If you aren't on my Discord, please join my Discord. It is linked in my bio under my channel description. But yeah, so DA decided that Christopher Preciado does not need the death penalty. In my opinion, they need to redo it because Christopher Preciado did a evil act by not only unaliving Matthew guerra, he unalived Savannah Soto and their unborn baby Fabian. She was 9 months pregnant. A week after her due date, she was going to get induced. They went to Christopher's house for... You know how the story goes. If you don't know, go back to my live and I talk about it. But yes, his parents, Mirtra and Ramon Preciado, were also charged because they tampered with evidence. Ramon Preciado, if you don't know, I talked about it. He's out on bail. As of now, nobody has heard anything about Ramon Preciado on where he is on his whereabouts. And Mirtra Romanos, she is still behind bars. She does have a bond reduction coming up. Hopefully they deny it. But in other news regarding the Savannah Soto case, her little brother's murderer also got sentenced as well. I believe he got 40 years in prison. But I'm definitely going to put it in my Discord so you guys can see it. But yeah, please keep the Soto guerra family in your prayers. I know it's probably hard hearing the news that the death penalty is not being given to Christopher Preciado. If there's anything that the public we can do, I'm willing to sign a petition or anything to make the DA reconsider their decision, because I think Christopher Preciado deserves the death penalty because, I mean, he's charged with capital murder. Yes, he's not going out, but give him the death penalty because the way he took the lives of 3 people, especially an unborn baby who didn't even get to see the world, it's just so sad. But yeah, that is a little update on the Savannah Soto case, and I'm going to show you guys our next case that we are going to be talking about. So our next case we are going to be talking about is the Cristina Formella case. So if you don't know who Cristina Formella is, I'm going to read you this little article just to get you guys rolling on the ball. Besides the Cristina Formella case, I do want to talk about another case. So we're going to have a triple true crime case. We're going to do 3 true crimes and 1 live coming Friday. So this is Cristina Formella. I'm going to play the New York Post video so you guys know who Cristina Formella is. I know a lot of you Don't know who it is. I'm new to this case as well. So I do want to touch base on the Gene Hackman case. We're going to have to find a date when we can touch on the Gene Hackman case. We could probably do it that day too. We could do like a four true crime and one live.
In a great school district. Find the one in a hot neighborhood before it's a hot neighborhood.
You see, this is what I deal with on the live too. Commercials.
Really? Download the Realtor.com app
We're not
today.
sponsored.
You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're going to explain everything to you guys.
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yes, yeah. He's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downer Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like, I'm oh my God.
So that was the body cam footage of Christina Formella. Sorry, guys. Let me read a little bit of it. So, hang on. So, a married Illinois special education teacher accused of graping a 15-year-old student allegedly kept a memoir in her phone notes app in which she accused the teen of cheating on her. According to court documents, Christina Formella, this is her, we saw her in the body cam footage, a 30-year-old at Downer Grove High School wrote a lengthy note that she was upset that the quote-unquote disgusting student, quote, cheated on me, end quote, when their relationship ended, according to a petition to deny her pretrial release. We will never, ever be together again. Formella groaned in the note, according to the document. I will get all these documents and the body cam footage. I am not a second choice. I'm the best thing you ever have, even with all of my mistakes. In the section listed manifestation, she allegedly typed that she hoped the teen would reach out to her soon to try to fix things between us. She continued, in the meantime, I'm going to live my best life knowing he's not the person I thought he was and that he is beneath me, prosecutors alleged. When pressed by police about the note, Formella claimed it's how she lets out her anxiety and that any actual content referred to her husband. So, what do we know about Christina? Christina is a married special education teacher. She's been charged with graping a 15-year-old student. The teacher claims teen sent text to himself from her phone to quote-unquote blackmail her. She's a married teacher accused of graping the 15-year-old. There's something that says, Teacher 30 says she was accused of graping 15-year-old boy because, quote unquote, she's good looking. This is Christina. Formella, who is also the boys' soccer coach, began exchanging flirtatious messages with him, which quickly escalated to an encounter in December of 2023. DuPage County prosecutors alleged during the before-school tutoring session in a classroom, the then 28-year-old allegedly slammed the door and the pair had intercourse, according to documents. Quote unquote, I love having intercourse with you, she wrote the teen in messages reportedly sent into 2023 in the court documents. That was the only time the two had an actual encounter, with both later acknowledged that they'd done something wrong. The victim allegedly ended the relationship and didn't speak after. They didn't speak after February of 2024, prosecutors said. It was just months before Carmela tied the knot with her husband last summer. The teacher was arrested on March 16th, just days after the boy's mother discovered the text messages on the son's phone. Carmela was charged with 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual assault and was released on the condition that she not enter school grounds or have contact with anybody under 18. So, that is who Christina Formelli is. That is a little in-depth of one of our next cases we're going to be talking about. I'm going to definitely get the documentations I need so we can talk about it. But this is another case I do want to talk about as well. I do want to talk about Emily Pike. While that loads, let me do the Discord setup. If you have any information on any cases, you can always join my Discord. There's a section called True Crime Cases. Click on it, and it's nothing but threads. And you can go in there and post anything you want. If you have any other podcasters who talked about the case, you can put them on there. And I can ask them if it's okay if I can show their lives. But I just added the Christina Formelli, Emily Pike, and Carmelo Anthony. So let's talk about Carmelo Anthony a little bit, and then we're going to talk about Emily Pike. So, by the way, I hope everyone is doing well. Like I said, this is a pre-recorded live. I will be coming back on more on YouTube. I know I've been away for a while. I've talked about it in my previous live, what had happened, that I took some time away. But I'll be back. I was supposed to go live, like I said, Thursday, but I got real busy with work. Excuse me. I got real busy with work, so I'll be back Friday because we're going to have 4 cases in one. We're going to talk about Christina Formelli, Carmelo Anthony, who we're going to find out, Emily Pike, and the Gene Hackman and his wife. So yeah, let's... Oh, okay. Hold on. Did I put the wrong video? I'm always clicking things. Okay, I will just read you guys the thing. Let me pause that. So the attorney of Carmelo Anthony, the 17-year-old accused of murdering football star Austin Metcalf at a Texas track meet, insists he doesn't have any quote-unquote reason to think that the killing was in self-defense, and that will request the teen's bond be lowered to $1,000. Anthony has been held up in the Collin County Jail on 7-digit bond since he was charged with fatally tabbing, I have to use code words, Metcalf, also 17, and leaving him to, sadly pass away in his twin brother's arms during the athletic event in Frisco Wednesday morning. After briefly meeting with the teenager for the first time on Friday afternoon, Anthony's attorney, Derek Walpole, told NBC that at this point in time, he believes his client acted in self-defense and that he thrust a knife into Metcalf's heart, which is what Anthony had allegedly told police during his arrest. Quote, I know my client says it was self-defense. I don't have any reason to disbelieve that, but I need to develop facts, talk to people, and figure out what's going on before I make any statements about what I think happened. Walpole told the outlet outside of the prison, I don't have any reason to think it wasn't self-defense at this time. This is Carmelo. Walpole also confirmed he had requested a hearing next week to lower Anthony's bond, which could raise the chances of his pretrial release. The tabbing was sparked when Metcalf, a Memorial High School junior, asked Anthony, a Centennial High School student, to move from underneath the Memorial pop-up tent during a raining delay, and Anthony refused, according to an arrest report. Anthony immediately unzipped the bag, reached inside, and told Metcalf, "Touch me and see what happens," a witness told police. Moments later, Metcalf grabbed Anthony to tell him to move, and Anthony pulled out a black knife and tabbed Austin once in the chest, police said. So this is... Oh, hold on. So one of them is Austin. Remember, he has a identical twin. Of course, when we talk about it, we'll get more into detail. Metcalf's twin brother Hunter rushed to Austin's aid, but couldn't save him. "I put my hand on his chest and tried to make the bodily fluid stop. Once I grabbed his head and looked in his eyes, I just saw his soul leave, and it took my soul too," Hunter told Fox News in an emotional interview the following day. I will get all these documents for you guys. Of course, I'm going to find them and put them on my Discord, but we'll talk about it more on live. I'm just giving you just a feel of what we're going to be talking about. Anthony ran away but was quickly arrested. "I am not alleged. I did it." 17-year-old Carmelo Anthony confessed to police he was being taken into custody according to the arrest report. "I was protecting myself," Anthony alleged told cops. "He put his hands on me." Anthony's father told the Post this week that his son was quote-unquote provoked. He was not the aggressor. He was not the one who started it. "Everyone has already made their assumptions about my son, but he's not what they're making him out to be," Andrews said, adding that his son was an A student who works 2 jobs. Anthony's stepmother, Kayla Hayes, told the Post Sunday that the family had hired a PR team to decline to comment further. Anthony's attorney could not be reached to comment Saturday. So let me know what y'all guys think about these cases. What do y'all think about Christina? What are y'all thinking about Carmelo? And now we are going to get into the last one before I end this pre-recorded live. Of course, we all know the Gene Hackman story. My condolences go out to the family. I'm so sad. So we're going to get into that. And we are going to be talking about our last one, because remember, it's 4 True Crime Live on Friday. We're going to be talking about Emily Pike. So, if you don't know who Emily Pike was, Emily Pike was a 14-year-old girl who went missing out of Mesa, and she was found, sadly, unalived a few hundred miles away from where she disappeared. So what we know, the girl's remains were found in February after she was reported as a runaway out of Mesa. A month after Pike's remains were found dumped 100 miles in Gila County, there have been no arrests. To this day, what's today? April 5th, there's still no arrest. Tribes around the valley are showing their support and raising awareness, not only for Pike, but for other missing and murdered indigenous women. I'm sorry. So, in the Sea of Red on March 16, a valley community is searching for answers. Mothers and fathers are suffering and losing their children in the tribal nations. A speaker sat at a vigil and held in the teen's memory. On January 27th, Pike was reported as a runaway. On February 14th, the 14-year-old's body was found dismembered off Highway 60 near Globe. Somebody knows something, a speaker said. Speak up. They need to be brought to justice. Now there's a $75,000 reward for information and leads to those responsible to her death. To Emily and her family, they are not alone. We stand with them. We feel their pain as they seek justice. Supporters place their hands in red paint covering the mouth, symbolizing many missing and murdered Indigenous women. It shows that it will not be silent. Indigenous women, when they are taken, they're covering their mouths not to be spoken. It's from being heard. She was spreading awareness. So we are spreading awareness so that we are heard, the speaker said. The San Carlos Apache tribe put forth the $75,000 reward, hoping for any information that will lead to arrest in this case. What you can do, this is what you can do. You can call the Gila County Sheriff's Office. This is their number. This is the number. And the Bureau of Indian Indian Affairs, this is their number, or the San Carlos Apache Tribal Police, this is their number. I will put this in the Discord under Emily's name. But yeah, we are going to be talking about Emily Pike. We're going to be talking about Christina Formelli, Carmelo Anthony, and the Gene Hackman. I'm going to dig deep and get all the information this weekend. Excuse me, because Friday we are going live and we're going to be going back to back to these 4 cases all in one. I know you guys have missed these true crime lives, and I have as well. So don't worry, we are coming back Friday. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, any concerns, you can put it in the comments below, or you can join my Discord and you can put it in there. If you have any information, feel free to put any information you can. It could be TikToks, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. It could be anything as long as it's credential, and I will share it on the live. But yeah, so if you have any information, put it in the Discord. I also told you guys that I was going to do I was going to be showing every live somebody who has been missing, whether it's a person, it could be someone who is elderly, a child, an adult, a teenager, a pet, anybody and anybody. I was going to show you guys missing people and post it on my lives. So today we're going to start doing that, and from now on we're going to be doing that. So today we are going to be showing, let me pull it up. By the way, I get these missing people from the FBI page. It can be it could be something that happened recently to something that happened years ago. So today, as soon as my computer loads it, we are going to bring awareness to, can you give me a second? It's gotta load. Now, you guys may know who she is. They actually did documentaries on her. Hang on. Here we go. Can you guys see it? So we're going to be talking about Crystal Rogers. They actually did documentaries on her. So this is Crystal Rogers. I'm trying to do it where you guys can see it. I don't know how to. Okay, there it goes. Okay, hang on. So on my end, it's a little blurry. There we go. So Crystal Rogers has blonde hair. She's 5'9". She's a female. She has blue eyes. She weighs 155 pounds. Roger has tattoos on the center of her back, lower back, ankle, and left foot. The FBI is offering an award up to $25,000 for information leading to the identification, arrest, and conviction of the individuals responsible for the disappearance of Crystal Rogers. On July 5th of 2015, Crystal Rogers was reported missing by her mother after she had not been seen or heard of since the evening of July 3rd, 2015. The same day Roger was reported missing, her car was found abandoned with a flat tire at mile marker 14 on the Bluegrass Parkway in Bardstown, Kentucky. Rogers' keys, phone, and purse were still inside her red Chevrolet Impala. Rogers is the mother of 5 children and is not known to go anywhere without her children. On November 19, 2016, Rogers' father, Tommy Ballard, was shot and killed on the family's property near Bluegrass Parkway in Bardstown, Kentucky. If you have any information, of course, you can head over to the FBI's page. This is Crystal Rogers. Should we talk about the Crystal Rogers case? If you guys want me to, please let me know down in the comments. We are heading on to 25 minutes for this little pre-recorded live. it was just an update on the Savannah Soto case and on new cases we're going to be talking about soon. Savannah Soto should be going back to trial for the Savannah Soto case. When it does, I do want to go and show you guys, but I need you guys to get me to 50 subs so I can do that. But if not, it's okay. I'll record from my phone and just upload it for you guys to see. But yeah, Friday, hang on, because I don't even know what day we're on. The 11th, Friday the 11th, around 8:30ish, we will go live and we'll talk about the cases I had just talked to you guys about. But yeah, if you have any comments, concerns, put them in the comments below or send it to my Discord. Join my Discord. If you have any information you want to share to me, always put it in my Discord. You can email me. I have an email on there. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to this pre-recorded live. And I will see you guys on Friday for 4 cases in 1 live. So yeah, I hope you have a nice weekend and a nice week. I will see you guys on Friday. Bye, guys.